I'm sure you've heard the news. Jesus, the Son of God, got down on his knees. The very one who calmed storms, healed the sick, and spoke with the authority of heaven itself, chose to kneel before his friends. Imagine the scene. The Messiah, the one everyone looked up to, lowering himself to the ground, not to be served, but to serve. But do you know why? Why would someone so powerful, so revered, take on the role of a servant? What message was he trying to send, not just to his disciples, but to all of us, even today? Let's dive into one of his most powerful lessons. This story isn't just a moment in history, it's a blueprint for how we're called to live, a radical redefinition of greatness and leadership. It was just before Passover. The city of Jerusalem was buzzing with anticipation, families preparing for the sacred feast. But in a quiet upper room, something extraordinary was about to happen. Jesus knew his time had come. He was fully aware that soon, he would face betrayal, suffering, and death. Yet, in these final hours, his thoughts were not on himself, but on his friends. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. John 13. 1 Sertam. His love wasn't just a feeling, it was action, commitment, and sacrifice. Even knowing that some would doubt him, and one would betray him, he chose to love them completely, right to the very last moment. The disciples gathered for dinner, and while they were still arguing about who was the greatest, their minds filled with dreams of power and position, Jesus saw an opportunity to teach them something unforgettable. They didn't realize it, but their hearts were about to be challenged in a way they'd never experienced before. Jesus did something shocking. In a culture where washing feet was the job of the lowest servant, he stood up, quietly and deliberately, and prepared to do what no one expected. He got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. John 13 and before. This simple act spoke volumes. The towel, a symbol of servanthood, became his uniform for the lesson he was about to give. Then, he poured water into a basin. The sound of water splashing into the clay bowl must have caught everyone's attention. The room grew quiet, the disciples watching, unsure of what was about to happen. One by one, he began to wash his disciples' feet. Dusty, calloused, tired feet. He washed them all, moving from one friend to the next. Each touch was gentle, each gesture filled with love and humility. The master serving the students, the teacher, the leader, the one they called Lord, was now kneeling before them, doing the work of a servant. It was a moment that turned their understanding of leadership upside down. Peter protested, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" John 13:6. Peter, always outspoken, couldn't believe what he was seeing. To him, this was backwards. Shouldn't he be serving Jesus, not the other way around? Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later, you will understand." John 13:7. Sometimes, the greatest lessons aren't clear in the moment. Jesus was planting seeds that would grow into understanding, humility, and love. As Jesus moved from disciple to disciple, he didn't skip anyone, not even Judas, who would soon betray him. His love and humility were for everyone, no matter their flaws or future choices. This act wasn't just about clean feet, it was about a clean heart, about serving others without expecting anything in return. After he finished, Jesus put on his clothes and asked, "Do you understand what I have done for you?" John 13:12. He wanted them to see beyond the act itself, to grasp the deeper meaning. This was more than a lesson in hygiene, it was a lesson in love, humility, and true greatness. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. John 13:14. He was calling them, and us, to a new way of living. Not to seek status or recognition, but to serve, to lift others up, to meet needs without hesitation. This wasn't just a command for that night, or for those disciples. It's a call that echoes through the centuries, inviting each of us to put others first, to serve in big ways and small, to make humility our way of life. Whether it's washing feet, lending a hand, or simply listening to someone in need, we're invited to follow his example every day. He finished with this, "I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you." John 13:15. So, real greatness. It's not about titles, applause, or being first in line. It's about humble service, about loving others enough to get your hands dirty, to kneel down, and to lift someone else up. It's about humble service. It's about seeing the needs around you and responding with compassion, just as Jesus did. Every act of kindness, every moment of humility, echoes his example. Now that you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them. John 13, 17. The blessing isn't just in knowing, but in doing. When we serve others, we step into the very heart of what it means to follow Jesus. So, whose feet will you wash today?